Welcome to episode 28 of the Boot Nerds podcast. 28 episodes. What's going on, Jay?
What's up, my friend? The reason I'm smiling, guys, is that Josh has just admitted to me before we went live that he actually likes a pair of Nike Shox shoes. I'm just putting it out there. Sorry, my friend. But yeah, that's and their name are Nike.
It's fine.
I don't really know if I can continue making this podcast with you because that is a serious flaw in your judgment. But anyway, that travesty of a statement apart, we have a pretty good episode coming up for you. Actually, one of, I think, looking ahead to this, it's going to be one of my favorite episodes so far because not only do we have a new Adidas pack that we're going to talk to you about, the Hardwired Pack we're going to discuss, we are also going to build our very own Nike Mercurial Nike by you / NikeID boots, which is going to happen later in the show, so stick around for that. Also, before we get started, make sure that you slap a like on the video, you leave a question in the comment section right down below, and if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to the Boot Nerds podcast channel and ring the bell notification button to get a little ding on your device every time we post a video. And if you want to listen to this instead of watching our faces, well, you can find it on all your big podcasting platforms or via the link in the description below. And with those words, Josh, I think it's time that we drop the software chat and we go hardwired. New pack from Addy. And it's bold. It's very, very, very bold. I think you can say yellow COPA. There's a blue X, which is extremely cool. There's also a Predator, basically the same kind of blue. I don't know what they have to do with each other, but it's there and it's blue. And the boldest of them all. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Wow.
Yeah, that was my first reaction too.
Very pink. Very pink.
Yeah, so there's a Nemeziz 19 Plus in which is extremely pink. So there's no denying that the Hardwired Pack is bold, and that's also kind of the message that this is not for the people who are hiding on the pitch. This is the pack for people who aren't afraid to stand out and to show that okay, they have the style to shine through on the pitch. You gotta have some serious balls to rock this. At least it doesn't look like bacon.
No, I do not have the style or the confidence to wear those. I don't think.
But the question is, do you want to have the confidence and the swag to be bold enough to wear these?
I don't know about that. For me, okay, let me ask you a question. What if you have to wear an extremely obnoxious bright color? What color is it going to be? Like just for boots.
I mean, I would love to say pink because it's a super obnoxious color. I mean, perhaps the most obnoxious of them all. But I'm not sure that I'm like a 31-year-old guy soon, and I'm just too old to rock pink. I would probably say like I don't know, some kind of really bright green or something like that.
Bright green.
What about you?
For me, it's like the neon yellow. So I'm looking at those Copas and I'm like, you know what?
You think that's obnoxious?
It is obnoxious. It's so bright. But the thing that's nice about those is once you start to wear them, they kind of get dirty a little bit. And that color tends to almost ends up looking a little bit white once they get slightly dirty. And it kind of tones itself down. But pink is always pink. You can't really avoid that.
You can't mess with pink. It's the stupidest looking color no matter what on a pair of football boots. I mean, there's a reason people will give you endless amounts of shit and try to really kick you down to no end if you wear a pink pair of boots on the pitch. I mean, I'm gonna say something now that I actually think if any boot in the Addy range should be pink, it's good that it's the Nemeziz. Not because I think it's particularly, not the best looking boot I've ever seen in my life, but I actually think it fits the whole idea behind the Nemeziz pretty well. I mean, it wants to be different. It wants to be a little bit rascal, and it certainly is now. And there will be people out there who will be freaking out about this colorway.
No, I'm kind of with you. It actually does suit the design of that boot quite well. And I like that they went pink and black rather than pink and white. Because I think pink and white is too much. The black tones it down a little bit. And yeah, it looks good on that boot. That is interesting because that's the first COPA that we've had that's not white or black as a base color. And
very interesting. And it's also going to be fun to see how people, how the reception's going to be. Because, I saw this and thought, I'm not going to wear a bright yellow COPA 19 Plus. With that said, though, I think the fact that it's so clean, I mean, there's no there's no color fade, there's no nothing. It's just yellow and black. It's so minimalistic that I actually like it because of how clean it is. It's gonna look a little bit like you're rocking some Playmobil boots, like just some piece of plastic on your Lego boots, whatever, on your feet. But I think it has something to it. Maybe it's just the silhouette of the boot itself. But I don't mind it, to be honest.
No, you know what I was thinking is the controversy with that design is simply the way that it looks. It's such a weird looking boot, especially with no Adi stripes on the lateral side. When you put it in like a more traditional kind of low profile color, like white or black, like we've seen, it looks like something's missing. But I think as a neon yellow boot like that, what are they calling that? Is that solar yellow? Is that the official color on that? Probably.
I think it's gonna be solar yellow. Yeah.
Solar yellow. It looks good. I actually don't mind it. I think that's I hate to say it, but I think that might be the best looking colorway for that boot so far.
I tend to agree with you. Apart from the maybe the archaic pack, the blackout with the like oily effect was also. But I'm a sucker for black COPA. So, but I think this is strong, and it has that. It might be solar yellow, but it really has that reference to some of the electricity colorways we saw from Adidas back in the day. And I think it's I don't know if this classifies as electricity. Maybe it's a little bit too yellow for that, but I dig it. I think it's actually a good looking boot.
That would be cool if they did a little red outline on the stripes. That would have been cool.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, the guy who made it, he knows. So, but he's also a stylish man, so he kept it clean, and I think it looks really, really nice. Very, very simple. Only the stripes and the COPA branding popping on this one. I actually think it looks really good. Another boot that looks really good, which is probably my favorite of the pack, is the X19 Plus. There's just something about this.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why? How come every time Messi plays for Argentina in a major tournament, as soon as it ends, they put out the Argentina colors? Do you notice this? I know he doesn't play in the X, but
yes,
it seems to be a trend.
Yes. The funny thing is, didn't they also release a Nemeziz 17.1 in this exact colorway for Messi that also had pink studs? Didn't it have a pink stud?
Yeah. It was gray, and blue. It had a gray base with a little bit of blue, some black in there, and then like a slight pink accent. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but it was a great looking boot. I think this is super, super strong. It looks even faster than the gray launch colorway. It actually looks like something I would expect on an F50 Adi Zero. Great pop on the outsole. I already got it dirty. I'm sorry about that. I was playing football with Mohamed Salah, so that was pretty fun. It's just a cool looking boot, to be honest. And the 19.1 looks, in my opinion, as good, if not better.
It's, you know what? That's like a throwback to remember the Scion blue and white F50 from 2010?
Yes.
With the pink studs? That's what it looks like. I like those. Oh, it looks good at the white too.
Looks extremely good. One of the first times I actually think that the 19.1, the 0.1 version looks better than the Plus version.
Yeah, that looks quite good. Yeah, I like
and
that.
For some reason, I really like the matte finish on the outsole.
Yeah, the matte. I'm into the matte finishes as well. I think those look better than the shiny stuff, personally. That looks really cool. That looks even more like that F50 I was talking about.
I know it's and that's a nice throwback. I mean, especially with the way that the new X feels more like we would expect a 2019 F50 to feel. It might as well be called F50 these days. That's a good job from the design color department at Adi to make a throwback like that. And honestly, I don't think the colors are that obnoxious here. I think they simply look downright awesome.
Yeah, it's the pack as a whole. I mean, okay, we're getting to the last one. I'm not super high on the Pred. The Pred's just It's a nice color. Don't get me wrong, but I think had they kept it solid blue rather than going with the black accent, it would have looked better. I feel like you break it up so much with the black, it ends up looking chunky.
But why is it the same color as the X? I mean,
yeah, it seems strange, right? Because you have like you would think logically maybe that one would be like orange. I don't know.
Could be orange, yeah.
Because have we ever seen an orange Predator since they came back?
Since they came back, no. Have we ever seen an orange Predator as a whole?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Remember the synthetic power swerves?
Power swerves, yeah. Were they
like
the
orange
dragon
and black?
ones?
Yeah, it had like a little bit of. I don't know if it was a dragon, but it had
They
some
were
kind
more
of
red,
pattern
right?
in it.
Yeah,
it was like a dark orange.
Yeah, dark orange. Yeah, a reddish orange. Anyway, these are light blue, baby blue, and black. They have a hint of, like, I would say, lime green on the studs. Definitely not my favorite Predator 19 colorway, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's like city blue, and I don't like Manchester City that much. So, yeah, I'm not but the X is also city blue. Yeah.
All right, so let's rank them from best to worst colors.
Okay, so I saw your video, by the way, where you ranked the best to worst Nike boots, and then you started with the worst. So that was funny. Let's continue that pattern and start with the worst. Best to worst. The worst is the Predator, in my book.
I agree with you. Okay.
Then for me, the Nemeziz.
I also agree with you.
Then I would say the COPA.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't agree. That's fair.
I think I would swap them. I think the COPA is the best colorway of the bunch, but I do really like the X.
Yeah. I mean, these could. I love the X more. I can kind of feel you like the COPA more. So these two are number 2 and 1s, right?
Yeah, but overall, pretty solid pack. Because I don't want to say that the last colorway pack, what was it, 403,
302 redirect,
302 redirect, kind of weak in my opinion across the board. Not my favorite. This is
cool,
a lot better. Preds were cool.
Yeah,
but as a whole, wasn't my favorite. This is a lot better.
And this is something. It's a bold change and something that's needed. Where the last couple of colorways have been. They've been kind of toned down. They've been relatively, conservative in their design language. And now we have something that really pops, that isn't afraid of standing out like hell, because they will. And in a marketplace where there will be, obviously, the Nike New Lights pack is also going to stand out. But I feel these colors are a bit more bright. They're a bit more plasticky and happy and all over the place. I like that vibe.
Yeah, no, I'm for a very colorful pack. They didn't go too far, because it's very easy to go too far these days.
It's a good summer pack, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So have you, now that you've had some time to play with the X and the Nemeziz, and also the Pred and the COPA, of course, have you kind of like changed your mind as to which is your favorite boot from Adi at the moment?
I'm still like easy. My 2 favorites are X 19.1 and COPA 19 Plus. That's at the top for me. And then a third place for me would probably be like Nemeziz 19.1, but it's a distant third place. Which order I put the COPA and the X in, tricky. Because I really like the experience of playing in the COPA, but there are still like the little things about laceless boots that bother me with those.
Right.
But because they feel so good, it's like I can kind of overlook it.
Yeah.
But for me, like if I was like, okay, you got to wear one pair the whole season, I'm probably going X 19.1.
Right. Okay. I would say COPA X 19.1, very close. COPA edges it for me, and then distant third, Nemeziz 19. I've literally said these exact words in my playtest. Very, very funny. Yeah, but I totally agree. So solid pack. But now talking about designs and rating, I mean, it's kind of time to flip the table a little bit because you and I are going to sit in the design chair because, as you may have seen, not only have Nike released 4 new colorways of their new Mercurial boots, they've also given you the chance to design your own. So basically, you can have unlimited numbers of potential colorways that you can do. So what we're going to do here is that Josh and I are going to make one boot each. We're going to design it completely how we want. We're going to go through all the different steps together. We're going to have the design process on the screen so you can actually see what we're doing. And then we're going to order them. And we're going to have them on the podcast and we're going to see what we're going to do with them. All right?
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited to do this because it's the first time I'm designing a boot with a professional boot designer.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, so that is going to be... but the problem is now that, my mind is so narrowed down to one way, black and yellow and stripes and, arrows and stuff. There's no going up from that design, right?
Oh, God.
I mean, such an iconic... evergreen design. Look at this.
It's incredible. That is an icon right there.
Well, at least I can write it on my resume, so that's awesome. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna screen record our whole process, and then we're just gonna get started, basically. So if you're listening to this on, say, Apple Podcasts, and you want to see what's happening, hop over to YouTube and yeah, check it out there, because otherwise it's maybe gonna be a little bit weird, to be honest. So what we do, we go in here and start the screen recording. Josh, you ready to start the screen recording?
Yep.
Absolutely perfect. Start screen recording. That is fantastic. All right.
Yep, I'm going right now.
Great. So, just waiting for, now I'm recording my screen. That's great. Okay, so we have here the front page. You have a blank canvas, Josh?
I do have a blank canvas.
Okay.
Are you going Vapor or Superfly?
I am going Vapor.
I think I'm going Vapor as well, just because I just think it looks better.
I agree with you. Yeah, I like the new sleeker look of the Superfly, but it's definitely going to be Vapor. So what should we do first? Upper?
I think upper makes the most sense. So that changes. Well, you have a couple different options. So the first option is your base color.
Yeah.
Which you have black,
red, wolf gray, white, and razor blue, which are kind of a navy blue dark. Nah, it's not navy.
Razor blue. That's not. Is that the same blue as the launch colorway?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's hero blue, right?
Yeah, this is darker. I feel
this is a little darker. I didn't even realize that.
The funny thing is that apart from choosing your color, you also have the opportunity to choose your upper texture, where you can have translucent and iridescent.
Iridescent, which
English.
It's like I mean, they made it more exaggerated on the customizer, but it's basically like a little bit of like an oil slick effect to the surface.
Yeah.
It still ends up being clear. It's just a very subtle difference.
So basically what you can see here, the shine on the blue variation is kind of what you get. I am in 2 minds here, but in order to make things look good, I think I'm going to go with this. And the texture should be, that. Have you found your...
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to go white upper.
Okay.
And I'm going to go iridescent Nike skin. Because it is the Nike's. They don't specify that it's the Nike skin, but the upper texture is the Nike skin.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm going to go with the university red color and iridescent Nike skin. So apply selection. Great. And then we move on to what should we go swoosh first?
Yeah, I would say that. Swoosh.
Swoosh and lasers.
So solid and metallic. Oh, God.
Easy choice. Easy peasy, peasy peasy.
What's your easy choice?
Metallic gold or silver?
Oh, gosh. See, I'm like leaning towards metallic as well. So you're doing red with metallic gold or silver. That's nice.
Yep. I mean, pro boot designer, right?
You are a pro boot designer. I'm going to go white and gold for now because I really like white and gold.
Yep.
kind of wish that there was a green available. There's Hyper Jade, which is more of like a teal color, but I'm thinking like a regular, like almost like a Kelly green color is kind of what I would like. I think that would look quite cool.
The Hyper Jade is also cool though. It's gonna be a color you're not gonna see on many boots out there.
No, it really is cool. But I'm kind of like stuck. I don't know if I want to design something that just looks good or do I want to base it off of something? Because I really like the total orange as well as an accent. I think looks quite good.
Yeah. But what would you be going for? Like if
that's what I don't even know at this point. So I'm gonna stick with metallic gold and we're gonna go from there.
Wow. So you're basically gonna make the Hazard boots.
Wait, is there a Hazard design already?
There's a Hazard design. Yeah, you can click in the left part of the screen. Once you apply selection, you can see inspirations
the pre-made designs.
Yeah. So don't make the Hazard boots.
Okay, so I'm gonna stick with orange for now, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna go chrome metallic laces. Oh, I need black laces. Oh yeah.
See, I'm gonna stick with I think white laces for now because these laces are garbage anyways, and there's better ones available that everyone can buy at sr4ulaces.com with free worldwide shipping on any order of $16.99 or more. Yeah. Oh, I just noticed too. Did you notice that when you change the swoosh color, it changes the little branding and the logo on the toe?
Yes, that is awesome. I didn't
notice that.
It's clever. They're clever, dude. Should I go gold as well? Should I go gold as well? Does it look better on the toe? Does it look better on the toe, Jay?
Oh, I didn't know about that. If you go gold. Yeah. How metallic is it, though? It doesn't look very metallic.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I'm going Hyper Jade. I'm changing my mind. I'm going Hyper Jade.
Okay, wow. Okay, I'm going to apply selection and see where it takes us. So what's next? Should we do traction now?
Yeah, traction for sure. Traction. FG or AG Pro?
I'm seriously considering AG Pro because this is probably the one I'm going FG.
Yeah, so am I. I just think visually it's just better.
Agree.
And
plate color. Ooh, you have a lot of options there.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of options. I did not expect that. Oh, and there's a Hyper Jade option as well.
Ooh.
You know what I don't? Oh, you can actually turn the boot in this customizer. I didn't know that. Doesn't look like you. This is a really nice customizer. Well done, Nike. This is a huge step up over past NikeID options.
Yeah.
Wait, can I do that as an accent? Oh, I can only do white or black as an accent.
Yeah. Yeah, because you want your accent to be the, your swoosh color as well.
See, here's my first criticism of this. When you make the accent white or black, that now forces you to incorporate white or black into your colorway. Because now if you don't...
True, yeah.
Right? Because otherwise it just kind of stands out.
Yeah, I mean, black can always work, I feel.
Yeah, I think I'm going white for now.
I think I'm going with a fully black outsole, am I?
Fully black. On red, yeah, that'll look good.
Nah, I'm going white. It's going to pop nicely. Yeah, oh, this looks good, Jay. It's a traditional one. I'm gonna change the swoosh to gold.
My stress level has gone up 10 points since we started doing this. This is just I enjoy it, but it stresses me out. Okay, apply selection. Gonna move on.
Right. The final and the most important thing is personalization, because the big deal with Mercurial by you is that you can actually replace the "just do it" text and a lot of the other text and write almost whatever you want. And this is something we're going to test a little bit later to see how much Nike will actually let you write on the boots. But we're gonna try that in a bit.
So I didn't
personalization.
I'm there right now. I'm just realizing that you only have a few options for the colors of the personalization.
Yes.
So I can't do... And that's the other thing. It looks like it blocks doing the same color. Because if I do racer blue, you can't do racer blue on racer blue, as an example, or red on red.
No, you can't. It has to pop.
Yeah, they force you to. You can do gray on white, which looks actually pretty clean, to be fair.
Yeah, with jade green, that's not too bad.
Yeah, that looks okay. So on the lateral side, you can do blank.
Yeah, and you can do 3-letter C. You've been complaining that there isn't ACC anywhere in the boot. So I'm just thinking, if you want.
I'm putting it in. My boot now has ACC. You know what I could even do? ACC 2. It's a second generation ACC.
Wow. Can you write that much? You can even write ACC 2.
Five letters.
That's amazing. You know what? I'm going to top you. I'm going to put ACC 3.
Okay. No, I'm sticking with just plain ACC, but it's definitely going there. It's a necessary customization. So I'm throwing that in. Feel free to put what you want, but it feels like a crime to not put ACC.
I'm going to go with you. It says ACC right now.
It's great. All right.
Apply selection. Oh no, there's much more stuff to do. Medial heel.
I find it funny that it's okay. Do you want Nike with a swoosh, or do you just want the swoosh? It's like you have different options for putting their brand name on the boots that you're about to pay for. I love that. That's awesome. And then you have country flags.
I want to write something myself. I want
country
to write
flags.
ACC.
Wait, do they have the? They never have the. Oh no, they do have the Canadian flag. What the heck?
They don't have the Danish one, so I'm just opting out of that one.
They don't have the Danish one, but they have the Canadian flag.
Wow,
that's amazing.
Wow, you guys are so lucky.
And then I can have 2 numbers. Oh man,
what are you gonna put?
I feel the need to customize it. I don't want to just put something blank. And I think the country flag kind of looks like garbage. I have to be honest.
It doesn't look good. No,
I don't like it.
I can take the Swedish flag, which is relatively close to Denmark, but that would be like really copping out. So I'm not gonna do it. I put my my team number, which I've always worn, 14. 14.
So I could put my initials, or I could put my number. My preferred number is 8. Although the placement is kind of weird when it's just a single number, isn't it?
Yeah.
It almost seems like it's too low just in general. I'm going to stick with 8 for now. And we're possibly going to change it. Medial text.
See, this is the fun cool one. Part. This is where you can write basically 7 characters.
7 characters.
And instead of having just do it, you can basically write whatever you want. I am probably going to write JayMike. Super innovative.
Does it actually fit?
Yeah. 5 letters.
That's epic. All right. Well, we were discussing this earlier, and I feel the need to point this out because I think it's hilarious. And there were some comments I posted a NikeID. Pulisic was wearing a pair in training, and his pair just said Pulisic, right? And people were commenting, oh, it'd be funny to put don't do it instead of just do it. And I had made a comment saying, well, Nike typically blocks certain phrases and names.
They don't.
And they actually do. Like if you try to write Messi, so you can put mess,
Messi.
And then as soon as you try to put an I, it cancels out the I. But if you put 2 I's, that's fine.
Yeah, you can't. What about straight up writing Addy? Oh, it takes away the I. Ad.
Yeah, so if you could put AD, gets rid of the I. But if you type it really fast, it just gets rid of everything, goes back to AD.
That's amazing. What about Pogba? You can write Pogba.
Well, Pogba does seem to work.
What if you're called Messi? Then you can't have these boots. What else? What else can we write?
Beckham is allowed. Confirmed.
You can write Puma. They're not afraid of Puma.
They're not afraid of Puma, really?
No, you can write Puma.
Wow. That's awesome.
Beck.
Oh, I have a good one. Oh, Joma is accepted.
Joma is accepted. Wow. Okay, you should totally do that, by the way.
Oh my God. Could I make a Joma Champion Max one? Oh my God. I might have to change my entire idea. We need to see what this looks like. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. All right. Let's ignore my design up until this point. I'm starting over. We need to see what this looks like. So we're going upper racer blue. Perfect. We're going... This is a brilliant... I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Swoosh. Swoosh. No, that's the laces. No, laces need to be black on the Joma Champion Max. Perfect. Oh, this actually looks quite good. I'm happy with this so far.
You're so going to make a comparison video now, aren't you?
Oh my God. I am so smart. Traction. Oh, Jay, this looks better than my original design. I'm so impressed with myself right now. We're keeping ACC. Actually, should it be JCC?
Wow, that would be brilliant. Yeah, you should totally write JCC. That's amazing. Yeah.
All right, then we can do that in black. Oh, this looks stellar. Okay, JCC. Oh my God. This is the Joma. I guess I'll just leave the number 8. Joma.
You could also write. You could write Joma CM. Champion Max.
I'm one digit off of. I can write Champio, but not champion. Joma.
And then CM.
CM. Can I do a space? Oh, you can do spaces. Joma CM. I think Joma is just funnier. This looks good though. I have a pretty good looking boot right here. Racer blue.
Man, I'm gonna lose this now, ain't I?
Jeez. Oh, this looks great. Okay, let's move on to the tongue. So you can do Vapor 360.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can do up to 5 characters.
I'm thinking hard here. Oh, you're putting Max. Nice.
Max or Joma? Joma looks quite good. Joma looks really good.
I'm losing this, ain't I?
Joma looks excellent. I would do that in white. Do I have it? Oh, I do have it right. Well, there's a little bit of a gray in the swoosh. I just called it a swoosh. There's a little bit of a...
I wonder who's going to sue you over this. Will it be Joma, who copied Nike? Will they then sue you for copying their design that copies Nike, which you're technically doing? Or will Nike sue you for making a boot that copy...
But can they sue me if I made it on their own website? They let me do it. Maybe I'll order this and I'll get like a message like 3 weeks later saying...
Sorry, man.
Yeah, screw you.
Yeah.
You can't do this.
They'll deliver them and serve you at the same time.
Joma.
I mean, I've been done for like 5 minutes, but...
Are you done? Okay, I'm on the heel. I'm just deciding on... If I like the Nike swoosh can't be there. I'm just trying to decide on what I need to put. Should I just put CM? Oh, that looks quite good because then it's Joma Champion Max.
That's my point. Joma CM.
Yeah. Okay, that's what we're putting there. Joma CM. This looks great. This has been such a long-running joke on the channel.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
This is excellent.
Just trying to switch it up here because I need something strong to compete against that. I'm basically gonna make I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna change it up, dude.
This is excellent. Wow.
Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we are gonna do.
I think going black upper.
Am I gonna do this? No. Okay, we gotta wrap this up. Jay, you gotta make a decision.
Apply selection. I'm stuck on the lace color. I don't know if I should do
red. Can I do red? Can I do plate color? Can I do red? Oh yes.
Black laces.
Oh yes. This is gonna look so good. Oh my God.
Yellow laces is too much. Black laces looks quite good. Racer blue. No, we're gonna go with black. Black it's more true to the original.
The original. Which one?
Well, it's just like they say, here to create, right?
Absolutely, yeah. The other ones.
That's the wrong
one. So that's mixing like 3 brands in one boot. I love that.
That's the best.
Okay, I'm done.
What are these little plus things?
That's just information.
Just information.
So then you can actually you can press the little arrow up and get a nicely rendered image of what your boot's gonna look like. I'm just gonna put it right there that mine looks flipping awesome. So
does mine. I am very happy with how mine looks. My gosh. Okay, well what does it look? Oh wait, at this point should mine be a Superfly?
Yeah,
it should, right?
Yeah.
It should be a Superfly. Okay, mine's a Superfly. Damn.
Okay, I'm going right. There's no discussion. Listen. This is how a pro boot designer designs his boots. Pure inspiration from above. Hallelujah.
Yeah, I guess we should point this out because it wouldn't be super noticeable, but we can't see each other's boots right now.
Exactly. Yeah. I have no idea what your boot looks like.
Total mystery. And I don't think we should show each other our designs until they just show up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is going to be great.
I'm going to be very excited to see them.
Mine is serious.
So is mine. I would say yours is serious in the unserious way, but I can't wait to see it. And I can't wait to see you can't make the comparison video between that and the Champion Max before I've seen it. I don't want to see it.
No. Don't worry. You'll see it.
In the dark.
But this is nuts.
Potentially the stupidest running joke on YouTube ever.
Oh my God. Well, because almost all my other Nike IDs have been like tributes to like classic Nike colorways. And this is the most classic Nike colorway that's not a Nike colorway. This is perfect. This is awesome. All right, I'm very happy. I was very worried going into this that I wasn't going to come up with a good design on the spot, because usually I change my mind like 18 times, but I'm very happy with what I've come up with.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So am I. I think this looks good, but I'm afraid the whole JayMike gang is going to be out in force. So let's see what happens. But I'm happy. I think it's a fun thing, and actually the best customization service out there at the moment by far.
Yeah, it's very cool. I hope they offer this on other models as well, but it almost seems like they designed this boot specifically to be able to do this, which is quite cool.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a looker. Okay, off with the screen recording.
All right, I'll stop mine as well.
Right. That's good. Okay, so with that out of the way, I hope you enjoyed watching our boot design process as we did it. Hopefully you can see the boots on the screen. So it will be a surprise for us, at least for you, when they turn up, because man's editing, so I'm gonna see it all.
Oh, that's true too.
But yeah, that was good fun. Let's see what they look like in the flesh when they turn up. Josh, should we do a couple of questions before we bounce?
Yeah, we've got like 10 minutes. Let's do some questions. You got questions? I got questions as well.
I have a couple of questions. I have one actually.
Okay, I got a couple.
Alan said, commenting on our Mercurial video, "Sai, I just want the Superfly 4-pack. But you, my man, you are in luck, because the new Superflies, as we described them, they actually feel like a combination of the Superfly 5s and the Superfly 4s.
Yeah, so I think if there's ever been a boot that compares closely to the Superfly 4, it's the 7.
Exactly, and this is basically, it feels like the Superfly 4 in terms of, you know, the softness that you got from the 4, which was amazing, but it also just performs better in terms of lockdown, so everyone wins.
Yeah.
Unless you specifically want a boot with worse lockdown. I mean, that's your funeral.
All right, I got a question here from Alonzo Moscoso. I think that's how you say it.
That was absolutely... How could you butcher that name so hard, man?
There's a lot of S's and C's and O's. How am I supposed to read that?
It was almost worse than when I called Virgil van Dijk Virgil van Dijk. That's like, you can't do that. I'm sorry, Virgil.
All right. Well, he asks, Alonzo, we'll just use his first name. Can professional athletes which have endorsement agreements wear products from another brand which is owned by a competitor? For example, could Messi, Pogba, you said Tony Cruz, etc., all of them sponsored by Adidas, wear Converse shoes, Converse being a brand owned by Nike?
I think Tony Kroos does whatever the hell he likes. But the others, no, that wouldn't work. They would probably, if they did it and it was by accident, they didn't know that Converse were owned by Nike, probably they would have been told. But if it happened, they would probably have someone call them up and say, yo, this can't happen again. And if they did it numerous times, they would probably face some sort of sanction, monetary sanction, I guess. So no, they can't. You might then ask, why is Ronaldo all the time running around in Adidas socks, and why can you see that he's wearing Adidas tennis socks under his long football team socks when he's playing? That is because Juventus and previously Real Madrid are sponsored by Adidas, which means that the players are contractually obliged to wear their training apparel, and that is something that their footwear sponsors and lifestyle, whatever, their sponsors, personal sponsors, will have to live with.
Yeah, it's a frowned upon thing to wear I would say competing sportswear brands, because I think they're all free to wear. Like if they want to wear Gucci or whatever.
Oh, they definitely can. Yeah,
they can do that, right? That's not a problem.
Exactly.
And I don't know about you, but I always get a lot of messages whenever you see, like, there'll be a picture of Messi at training and he's wearing like some Nike slides or like some Nike running shoes, clearly just walking from one place to the next. I think that's just a case of there's a bunch of shoes lying around and they throw them on their feet and walk to where they got to go, and then that's that.
Exactly. And it's not something he's brought personally. So it's something that the club has made available and that they just use.
Yeah. So it's not that until Messi steps out on the field in Nike Mercurials, it's really not that big of a deal for the most part.
Exactly, yeah.
All right. Next question from Rafa Vima. Nice simple name. I appreciate that. If you had the choice between OG Predator Manias or the new Mercurials, which one would you choose for an entire season?
New Mercurials.
New Mercurials. Wow. I think I would pick Predator Manias, just because I'm weird, and I like.
Are you winding me up? Are you winding me up right now?
I'm a little bit, but you're pretty easy to wind up, so it's really not an accomplishment.
Now, all you have to do is say Predator Mania and Phantom Vision, and I'm up there.
He's up there, right?
Yeah. No. For me, it would be like asking if you want to drive a 2019 Lamborghini or a 1950s Lamborghini. I mean, obviously performance and everything, but nostalgia-wise, you'd want the new car because it's a better car. But the reason you would want to drive the old car is for nostalgia reasons, or because you're really a nerd, an aficionado. I mean, no one, I would claim, in their right mind could have the Mania and the Mercurial in hand and say they'd rather have the Mania today, if for any other reason than nostalgia, and because they have some emotional connection to it. Yeah, because it's so much heavier, so much bulkier than, I wouldn't understand, but there might be some people out there who can claim that they love it bulky. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, first off, I don't appreciate you calling me a nerd.
I'm sorry, you're an aficionado.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, a connoisseur.
Still kind of a backhanded compliment.
We should change the name to the Boot Connoisseurs podcast.
Oh man. Can you spell connoisseur?
Oh, absolutely.
I can't.
No, me neither.
No, they're just, I don't think you could have picked more like polar opposite football boots, right? So
no, exactly.
The answer to that question really depends on who you ask.
Yeah. I mean, you could ask the Pret Collective, Chris Kemp, who's like, he would rather wear Pret Manias over anything else, or maybe other than accelerators. So some people are like that, but I think if you ask a sorry, Chris, an average young kid, 15 years of age, he would probably choose the Mercurial every day of the week.
Okay, wait. Let's make this a trickier comparison.
Right.
Would you rather wear a Predator Mania or like a Mercurial Vapor Academy? Like a modern takedown model. Still thinner, it's still lighter, it's still less bulky for sure.
I'd go with the Academy, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm surprised by that.
I wouldn't enjoy it, but I'd probably, right now, knowing what I know, having worn what I've worn, I'm so used to like these thinner, sleeker, lighter boots that going back to wearing a Pret Mania, it was a great boot back then. I appreciate it for everything it is and has done. but it's just, it's so chunky, it's so heavy, it's outdated. It's a fantastic boot. It's just like with cars. Would you take a, yeah. What would you choose? Mania?
I'd still pick the Mania. Yeah,
you probably would.
I like the Mania. I'd pick the Mania almost over anything.
Ja. Men du er også en nørd, Josh. Du er en kæmpe
like
nørd.
You said, I'm a connoisseur.
Ja, du er en nørd. Kæmpe nørd, ikke? Så vi lader den ligge. Vi lader den ligge der. So that's good.
All right, next question from Hanif.
Great name.
That's how you... Great name. Which is more durable, synthetic or leather?
Depends on which brand makes what. I would say nothing is more durable than Mizuno made in Japan leather.
I would agree with that.
But I mean, other than that, would be most synthetics that aren't paper thin. I mean, you can take a synthetic like the one on the Puma Evo Speed SLs, and it wouldn't be more durable than, well, pick a material, because that broke like that. But typically, synthetic materials would be a little bit more durable, all things being equal.
Yeah, I would say so. It's really case specific though.
Very, very.
It really is.
But and nothing really beats the made in Japan Mizuno leather boots.
No, I think if durability is what you're after, that's what you should buy.
Absolutely.
And then I got one more question from Alejandro Best, and he asks, do you think indoor boots, turf, and AG boots should all be the same? There was a time when Nike produced boots specifically for indoor and turf. Do you think changing the sole is enough?
For me, no. But that's, again, because, I'm a nerd. And I'm pardon my French, I'm a connoisseur. Because I care a lot. I'm one of those guys that I look for every little detail in the shoes that I wear. And I appreciate all the little details. And I appreciate when I can feel that whatever is needed for indoor play or for playing on the streets with better lockdown, for instance, or, a more durable toe cap, something like that. I love it when stuff like that is going on. So I really appreciated the FC 24/7 collection from Nike that had the Luna Gatos, that had the Elasticos, and the Bombas, which I didn't like, but I like something like that, and for me, just slapping a different outsole or insole or outsole tooling on the upper, for me that's not enough. But I get why they do it, because to a lot of people they want to wear the same shoes that they're rocking on the pitch indoors as well, because they want to look like they're heroes, and I get that.
Yeah. Oh, I used to work at a store. And indoors was actually one of the busiest times, because especially in Canada, it snows. You got to play indoors. You have no choice.
And it snows a lot in Canada,
right? So come basically right after Christmas, people come flooding into the store to buy indoors, and I was working there at a time when the Elasticos and the Bombas, they were at the peak of what Nike was doing at that time, right? And they were actually relatively well priced in comparison to how expensive some of these indoor models have got. And they were good boots. The second tier Elastico Pro was always really solid. You can get it for less than $100. But so many people would come in, they'd try on the Elastico, but no, I want the
Mercurial
takedown Mercurial that was available at the time, just because it looks like a Mercurial. So I think from a marketing perspective, this is where the brands have realized that it's not worth it for them to develop something that is so indoor or turf specific, which is actually the better way of making the products legitimately better. They're better off just saving the money and slapping the uppers from the outdoor models, or at least an upper that looks like the outdoor model with an indoor or turf bottom.
It just sucks that they always take if they would take the upper from, say, the Vapor Elite and slap it on a thin indoor sole. I mean, I'd wear it. I'd be down. It probably wouldn't be my go-to boot, but I'd be down to try it. But usually you can get the Academy upper on it. It's just not the same.
Yeah, but I've had a few people ask me about that as well, why they don't do it. I think it's a pricing issue, because with indoors, nobody really wants to spend, they're asking $175 retail for some of these indoor models now, which I don't know what that works out to, 150 euros. Probably the most expensive, maybe more than that. That's a lot of money for indoors that people are not willing to pay. That's why when you go to a Nike outlet, it's flooded with those particular models. And And if you were to price it any lower, now it's like, okay, you can buy the Vapor 13 FG for $250, and then the indoor version with the exact same upper and all the same tech costs $100. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It has to be priced so the gap is still pretty close. But the problem is if they make the gap too close, now the indoors are so expensive that nobody's actually willing to pay that much.
Exactly.
Because I think indoors are designed for playing indoor, but I think a lot of, especially kids, they buy indoors as their like everyday go to school shoes. Yeah. So when their parents are buying it for them, it's like, oh, I'm buying you the $60 version, not the $160.
Which indoor shoe would you buy then?
For me, like, see, I'm weird with indoors because I don't like most of them.
Also with indoors. I'm sorry. You're such a nice guy. I have to give you a bit of...
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Of course not.
I'm never paying attention. But with indoors, like, one of my favorites is the COPA indoor.
Which one?
Just the COPA indoor.
Oh, the 19.1, the suede one.
No, just the classic COPA indoor.
Okay.
Or I think they changed it. It used to be Mondial Gold. Now it's COPA indoor again.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It was the Mondial Gold. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. They make the COPA 19.1 suede one for indoor.
Those are good too.
Yeah, they're pretty
nice.
Those
are really good too.
I would probably go like classic Luna Gato re-releases. It's fantastic.
Yeah, those are good. Those are really good as well.
But there are a lot of good indoor shoes out there right now. Also the what are they called? The Premier 2s?
I haven't tried those yet. Yeah, the Premier indoors. You know what? I even like, if you want to go cheap and just want really solid indoors, especially for street, I think Samba Classics are like...
Samba Classics are great, yeah.
They're really good.
They're also really close to an indoor shoe that's actually like a classic in Denmark, at least. The Adidas Handball Special. You know, when you see indoor courts, you know, when you're young, you grow up, those are the shoes everyone has. The blue handball specials. That's just the shoe you play indoor football in Denmark.
Yeah. And I don't know what it is about Samba Classics as well. They have, like, even when the court's really dusty, they still grip.
Yeah.
Like, they have really good traction.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's because it's basically built, you know, the sole is built for handball. If it's the same one as on the special, right? More or less.
Pretty well, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Close.
Yeah. That's how it goes. They don't make them like they used to.
Nope.
What they do make like they used to is the Boot Nerds podcast. It's still as good.
Jay, I'm gonna have to cut you off.
Oh man,
we've changed the name. It's the Boot Connoisseurs.
Sorry,
podcast.
The Boot Connoisseurs podcast.
Thank you.
So let me get back into my flow. Oh, what they still do is the Boot Connoisseurs. Oh my God, you take it away. I suck at this. The Boot Nerds podcast, it's still awesome. We're going to keep making awesome videos under the name The Boot Connoisseurs podcast, or whatever we decide calling it. All you have to do to listen to this in the future is to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. You can click the black bubble in the middle of the screen in a little bit. You should also hit the bell notification button to get a little ding every time we release a video. But before you bounce, you also want to go and slap a click on the subscribe button over by Josh's channel to see whatever he's up to on a daily basis. You can also go and see what we do at Unisport when we review stuff, talk to the biggest stars and all that jazz. Just click the green bubble somewhere on the screen next to me. And finally, don't forget to leave a question in the comment section down below and slap a like on the video if you had a good time with me calling Josh a nerd. So without further ado, I think it's time we end this. Jeg hedder JayMike, og jeg godkender den her besked. Hej hej.
Yes, I agree.
Exactly.
See you later.
Bye.